Okay, I got 1996 Sea-Doo XP and the Sea-Doo GTX for sale. I've had these for about 8-10 years. Not sure what to tell you. I mean, I'm taking very good care of them. Never really had any major problems with anything. We did replace the gas lines. It's a problem with these things where the gray lines start putting stuff, letting stuff get into the carbs, so they were replaced and the carbs were rebuilt about, well, all right, when I bought them. Everything was great until this year. I pulled everything out to run this year, and a tree branch fell on the skis and did this damage here. It's not going to really screw anything up as far as, you know, riding. It's just cosmetic because water gets in there, it's going to come back out, so it's not a big deal. So it did get hit. The yellow ski, the seat got torn up, and I had to replace the seat cover on it, which I'm kind of happy that it worked out as well as it did. But the only damage it did to this yellow one is it broke it right here again. Doesn't affect anything. The other thing is on the green one, the gauge has always been perfect, but the LED gauge part of it is kind of crinkled up and doesn't exactly work anymore. So it just kind of messes with your fuel. I don't see the fuel gauge, I can't see it real well, but either way, I think that's messed up. The yellow one, the trim on the up and down trim on the nozzle back here, that ceased to work about 2.5-3 years ago. The electric motor part of it works fine. You can jumper wire it to move it up and down, but I basically moved it to a nice setting that doesn't bounce and gives you the best performance. The bad part is the this year when I opened up the jet ski and tried to crank it, it wouldn't crank. I thought, okay, it's clicking, but nothing's happening. Ended up that the engine was completely full of oil, the two-stroke mix oil. And so I got all the oil out, started it, ran fine, smoked like a banshee, and then I put more oil in it, and the next day it wouldn't start. It was locked up again, and it had more oil in it. Well, not the next day, a couple days later, either way. So I cleared it again and researched it online, and it's basically, it could be one of three things. It could be the worst part would be if it was the main seal on the motor. That's where oil can get in. That's bad. Second thing it could be is the I'm going from bad to worse, or bad to good. There's a seal on the valve, some kind of Rotex valve on the side, and if it is that, it's repairable. It's like $150-200 to have somebody do it. The third, what I hope it is, which I never have tried, just I don't want to go out and mess with it, but either way, is several mechanics said that it may just have a little bit of trash stuck in the seal, and just going out and riding the crap out of it might, break that free and make it all good again. So that'd be the best case scenario. Right now, it's got some two-stroke oil in the mix in the gas because I've let the oil run. I'm not going to keep putting oil in it, obviously. So the oil tank is empty, but there's still oil in the line, so it's lubricating the valve. Either way, I'm still having a little bit of leakage in there, but all the oil's not gone. So I got some two-stroke fuel mixed in with the gas just to protect the engine. So I'm selling this basically. The green ski is definitely turnkey, ready to go. The yellow ski might be something that you go ride and it works fine. I've never had a problem with it before. It's never slowly started doing this, it just did it. So it wasn't over the years, it started getting worse and worse. Just from last year to this year, it was full of oil, and it's never had that problem before. So I'm going to crank them, and since the yellow ski's got so much oil in the motor, it's going to smoke like a banshee, and plus it's got the two-stroke in it. But, oops, hold on. Obviously don't want to run these very long without the water turned onto it. So the yellow ski, I might hesitate a little bit because it's got so much oil in it, but so hopefully it's just that trash stuck in the seal. Or if you're mechanical, you can replace that seal. If that doesn't work, you can replace that seal on the side. It's just labor intensive. It's not a lot of money. And lastly, if it's a, you know, screwed up motor, then I'm sorry. So either way, I'm selling them at a price that I think is worthwhile for the green one in the trailer, and the yellow one's just kind of an add-on. So thank you for looking, and come out and see me. Talk to you later. Bye.